I don't know where to start with this, but I was never one to believe in something external to help us. I always thought, the power is within ourselves, and if we give power to something external, we're losing that power. And anyhow, somebody gave me a crystal to protect against like EMF and radiation, and I do believe in that because like there's science behind it, right? So he gave me that crystal, but he didn't just give it to me, he gave it to my other friend as well. And it's a black crystal. It's I think it's black tourmaline. And so I had this crystal in my pocket, and it was black, right? So I felt the need to get something to balance it out because it was just like in my left pocket. And I felt the need to get something pink, something light. And so I went to Banff, and it was like late at night, like it was like maybe 9 o'clock. Everything else was closed, and I didn't know what to do. I was just kind of bored, and I saw this store called Rocks and Gems Canada, and I just went in. I'm like, I might as well go get that pink rock just to balance the energy, because I do believe in like balancing energies, like dark and light, and yin and yang, and all of that. So I went in to get the pink rock. It's a rose quartz. So when I went in there, the lady told me, the rose quartz is only $1, and if you get this clear quartz, then it strengthens the energy of whatever you have, right? So I'm like, okay, why not, right? Strengthen the energy of the EMFs and radiation and all of that. Because I'd sleep next to my phone, and it's really bad. It's like right near my head. Like I watch videos and then I just like fall asleep. So I'm like, yeah, I need that, right? Like I mean to turn my phone off, but I don't sometimes. Like actually I tried to turn the mobile data off. Anyway, so I went in the store. So I put the crystals in my hand, and I just asked the girl, because I had already gotten a file number at this point, right? I just asked the girl, I'm like, what could help the world and, like justice and all of that? Like, which rock can I get for that? Or which crystal can I get for that? And she's like, labradorite. It's a green one. It helps with manifestation. I'm like, okay, can't hurt, right? It's not that I give away my energy to an external thing. Like I think our energy is within us, right? So I got these like 2 big green labradorite rocks or gemstones. I don't even know. Crystals, I don't even know. So I got it, and then they were big, right? So I walked out of the store, I paid for everything, and I've been seeing 911 for about over a year now. Let me see how long. Since July of 2021. It's been over a year. I've been seeing 911, 911, 911, 911. So, and the report that I gave them was on my birthday, September 26th. That's when I knew it's a sign. I have to go to 911. I have to go to the police and get the file number, and it's on my birthday. So the guy that ended up coming with me, he always sees 911 too. And anyway, we talked about this after, and we're like, oh, what? Okay. Anyways, so that was a little bit of a connection there, like a coincidence, but nothing's a coincidence, I don't think. Anyways, so I I came in the car, and then I worked for about half an hour, and I had the rocks like wrapped up, and then I put them in my hand. I'm like, oh, they're too big. I'm gonna go back in the store. I had like a half an hour class, and I went back in the store, and I decided to get like smaller Labradorite. It was $19. I wanted that specific one to have like 19. I'm sure nothing would have been like $9.11 or $91. Like I wouldn't have spent that much. And like, so I got something that was $19, like just to bring that energy in, I guess. Because they say like those are angel numbers, and they communicate. Angels communicate with numbers, and one of my students was actually asking me. She said, I don't know, my grandmother died and I keep seeing her in my dreams, and she's communicating with me through numbers, and I don't understand. And she told me this. I'm like, oh, really? Well, I keep seeing numbers, and they say numbers are your angel signs. Like it's like an angel number. Like your angels are communicating with you. And she was seeing that in her dreams, and she didn't understand. So then I linked the two things, and I pieced it together, right? That, okay, they communicate in numbers. That's how they work. So I wanted to communicate back to them in the 911 number, or 19, or as close as I could get, right? But that was the intention. So I went back into the store. I asked her if I could change it because I wanted something that I could hold. So I just was in the store. I was kind of feeling it, like just, feeling if it felt right or not in my hand. And then I'm like, okay, this feels about right. So I added another clear quartz. It was like they were like $1 each. So I had a rose quartz, clear quartz, 2 clear quartz, but I added an extra one. I had shungite, which was for the radiation. I had the rose quartz, which was like to balance the darker rock, like visually at least, right? I don't know if they balance each other. I'm not. Anyways, visually, like the colors balance each other, and then she's like, okay, well, the Labradorite, and then she's like, take a selenite, because selenite clears the energy of the rocks. So I said, okay. It was like $3. So I'm like, okay, whatever, I don't care, whatever. And so like I had it in my hand. I just closed my hand. I walked to the cash, and I opened my hand to show her what I had got, because I had to pay like an extra like $1 or $2, and I just wanted to show her that, the difference. There was a difference in price. So I opened my hand, and the shungite cracked in 9 pieces. So 911, it cracked in 9 pieces. And I was like, what the heck? Like, what does this mean? So I asked the lady, what does this mean? She's like, oh, it means it's working. I've never seen anything happen so fast. So I'm like, I don't know what it meant. And then I started like Googling stuff, and it means it's working. It like did its job. So I was like, okay, that's fine. Why not? And here we are now. I just noticed this about an hour ago. I had these, so I put everything in here, and I had it in my pocket. Now, I don't do heavy work. I have never smashed my pocket, never, I just left it in my jacket here, this like little coat, and I just put it in there. And I noticed today that the Labradorite cracked into 3 pieces. Now these rocks are solid, like they don't just crack. So I just want to show you, like, it's a heart, and it's like shaped. It's like shaped and soft, no cracks in it, where it would. I didn't hit anything against anything, but like it's solid, right? Like, so it cracked there. One right here, and then, so this is one piece, two pieces, and there's another piece in here. I think it's right, it's a smaller piece, but anyway, cracked in three pieces. Okay, let me just put everything in my hand. Okay. So this was the one that cracked into 9 pieces, the shungite. But like, this one has been shaped. This was the $19 one. The one that's supposed to list labradorite. The one that I told her, like, I wanted to help the good of humanity and everything. So basically the file number. And Trudeau for treason. So there we go. With the two other ones here. And the third one, I don't know. 1, 2. I guess there were a total of 3 pieces. Yeah, so 2 pieces chipped off. This one cracked. This side cracked. This side was already like this. Okay? And the cracks, the imperfections inside, it was like that. But this side cracked. It wasn't like this. And I don't see the other piece here. So it wasn't like this. And then this one stayed the same. This is the rose quartz. I don't know what this one is, but it's like for abundance. This one stayed the same. And this is the selenite, the one that cleanses. So it got a little rough looking, but it didn't crack. Like, it just got rough because I guess just the rubbing of the other rocks, right? And the shungite stayed the same. Well, there's 2 other pieces, but I think those were, I tried to keep the pieces when they break. Those were the other 2 that were already, there were 9 pieces, but then like 7 of the other pieces just disappeared. I don't know. This one stayed the same, but this one shocked the heck out of me. So there's something to say about this, what's going on here. It means it's working. So I just want to say that we shouldn't, we won't give up. We already know this, but if this is a confirmation that, I don't know, nature energy is doing its job, it's absorbing whatever, then here it is, here's the sign. So I just want to thank the rocks for helping us, or helping to protect us, for doing their job. I don't think they're finished doing their job, that's why I'm still keeping them. Like, this is still beautiful. And yeah, I mean, this one cracked and I still kept it. It's beautiful. So I mean, since when do rocks crack in our pocket? If you put a rock in your pocket, it will not crack. Unless it's like one of those brittle, fake asphalt, I don't even know, like concrete rocks, I don't even know. But like, rocks should not be breaking, crystals should not be breaking in our pocket. I mean, these are solid. Like, they're solid. Like, this is solid. Okay? It's solid. So, this too, like, it's solid. Like, this is energy that's making them crack. Otherwise, they would have already cracked in my hand. Because trust me, I did not have that much pressure in my pocket or against my pocket or anything like that. Like, I know my crystals are in my pocket, so I'm not gonna go bang into things. And like, even what I'm doing right now, it's like way stronger than you know, any type of pressure I would have put against my pocket, which there wasn't, because my hips would be bruised, right? So I'm not an idiot. Like, anyways, so I just wanted to share that. I'm new to crystals, so I don't understand everything, but I really feel like this is a sign that what we're doing is working, and now the sun is like really shining on my face, and I feel like it's light, right? That the light is coming. See, now it stopped shining. It's still kind of there, but the what we're doing is, it's good. We're on the right track, is what I'm trying to say. So I know it's easy to get discouraged, especially by the email of them just dismissing everything. But this is stronger than an officer just writing an email because he's too lazy to read something, or he wants to just brush it under the rug to keep his job. So they're not going to get away with it, and they're not getting away with it. So thank you, and it feels really good to know that this external visual, I don't know, it's like this visual sign, I guess, like just like how we see numbers, it's visual, right? Maybe they communicate through crystals as well, angel crystals, angel numbers, I don't know, but I didn't want to keep it to myself. I kept it to myself since Banff, except the girl that was there, right? But this is the store I bought them at. So I will not be throwing these away. And if we're powerful enough, or if our intention is powerful enough to break rocks that are solid, then I don't want to use the word break, but we can, our energy is strong enough to maybe help people to do the right thing. So I just want to say thank you, and I'll just end the video because I don't know how else to end it. So just thank you, and thank you some more.